Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Boxing Unlimited here once again, and today we're going to be talking about the fight between Subriel, Matias, and Alberto, Puello. It is for the WBC light welterweight title, and we're going to be talking about the tactics and the prediction in this fight. Well, having said that, it's a very good fight. It's a 50-50 fight for me. Um, Matias is a pressure and aggressive fighter. Puello is a master counter puncher as well. We saw his fight with Gary Russell, Antoine Russell, and we saw how he managed to win the fight, even though the decision was controversial. And we felt that in this fight, his first defense of the title, it should have been a unification fight since Russell turned the corner and won the WBA fight. We thought we should have been, the title should be unified in a way that makes sense, and we see the real winner. Having said that, let us continue with the Matias fight. Matias and Puello, both boxers are good boxers. Puello is undefeated. Matias is lost to, and all of his wins are by knockout. So he's a knockout puncher. He's a very big puncher, and he fights aggressively. Having said that, I have to be honest with you. Matias works well on the front foot, and for Puello to have a chance, he has to take a distance, create the space, create distance, create space, and attack Russell. No, sorry, and attack Matias. He will stay there. He has a longer reach. He's taller at 5'9". Matias is 5'8.5". And we'll see what will happen in this fight. It's going to be a very good fight. As I said before, it's a 50-50 fight. Puello is comfortable on the back foot as well. So he can fight from the back foot level. But for me, I will advise him not to fight on the back foot. I will advise him to fight on the front foot, on the other hand. We saw what happened with the fight in the fight between Crawford and Spence. Spence, who is known to be a pressure fighter on the day, was pushed back, and he had nothing left in him. There's nothing he could have done, because Crawford took away his system, because that is why we say styles make fights. If Puello comes to this fight counter punching and moving on the back foot, and Matias comes and suppresses or pushes him back to the rope, and then delivers those combinations and powerful punches and put on the pressure, Puello is finished. But if Puello to have a chance in this fight, he has to stay put with Matias at the center of the ring. Fight him, counter punch him, box him, and fight him. With the movement he has a good movement, because to be honest with you, Matias fights in one style, and that style is just to crowd you down, push you back to the ropes, and deliver a combination of punches that is out of this world. All his opponents that is knocked out and defeated, he fought in the same way. If you come to fight Matias and you come with the system of, head-on collision with him, so to say, you'll be making a very drastic mistake, and you'll pay for it, because he's gonna push you back, overpower you, and then knock you out. No two ways about that. His CV tells us everything about his style of fighting. But if you take a page from the way Liam Perrell from Australia fought him and defeated him in Puerto Rico showdown, you understand what I'm saying. But he has no other system. He's a one-way traffic kind of boxer. And Matias, on the other hand, Puello, on the other hand, is a mover. He's got a lot of movement, can fight on the front foot, can fight on the back foot. He's comfortable fighting in those ways. And that is the thing. So for Puello to have a chance in this fight, as we say in this channel, we say styles make fight always. He has to come with a different style, a force-threatening style, a style that will push Matias back. If you push him back, he has no option. He cannot fight well. He's not comfortable on the back foot. So that is the game. That is the way to win Matias. Put him on the back foot, rock him, he will not be able to put the pressure on you. His aggression will die naturally when you attack him from the front foot, and then you do not go back and allow him to come with a combination of punches, because he throws a lot of combinations, short punches like Beta BF. His punches are just very hard punches, short punches, and he comes on with that, and he's relentless. If you fight him in that way, you pay the price, because he's going to knock you out. He has knocked every other person he's fought out, except for the people that he lost to. So that is very important for Puello to pay attention to. Must take note of that. And the question we're asking in this video is the southpaw stance going to be a problem? The Emperor, provided a blueprint on how to beat Matias. Matias is who is a pressure and aggressive fighter, comes from the front foot. But if you do not let him come from the front foot, take a page as well from the fight between Spence and Crawford. You find a way to beat Matias. Matias is a good fighter. I won't take anything away from him. But he has a system that if you master and pay attention to and create the distance between both of you, and from there, keep him in the center of the ring. Don't let him drag you back to the ropes. It's all done for. We've seen it happen against him, and we know that Puello is a master boxer. Even though he doesn't have concussive power, he doesn't throw combinations, but he's a very good counter puncher. But if he stays in the middle of the ring, takes the center of the ring, and do not allow Matias to chase him back to the ropes and deliver all those punches, he has a chance. On the other hand, I will tell you in no particular order, if the southpaw stance is going to be a problem, and if Puello will have a chance, if he creates the distance and the gap and the space in which to fight. Having said that, I have to be honest with you, it's not going to be an easy fight. It's not going to be a walk in the park for both boxers. Puello is a very good fighter, and that is why he's still undefeated. Even though some decisions has been controversial, but he's still won. He's done enough to win, all those fights. Having said that, I have to be honest with you, Matias has a chance too. If Matias comes into the fight and Puello doesn't follow its own style, his style is aggression, pushing you back to the rope, and then delivering punches upon you, variety of combination of punches, which are not here, and which will rock you and disfigure you and make you lose faith in yourself. In fact, he will take your soul if you allow him to fight the way he fights. Having said that, I have to be honest with you. My body punch is going to be necessary, and the movement of Puello has to be slowed down by Matias for them to win. And what I'm doing is I'm comparing these both styles together. Whoever operates from the angle we're talking about wins this fight. Puello has to set angles so that the punches coming from Matias will not hit him flush, so to say. He has to be very careful the way he fights. It's going to be a technical fight if Puello wants to win. Matias is known all over the world. His CV tells us the same story. He's a knockout puncher. He could crowd you, put you on the ropes and deliver punches, and there's no way you can come out of it. But with the movement and slickness of Puello has a chance. He has a chance in the sense that if Puello comes out to the fight and fights his fights and counter punches and pushes Matias back, once he pushes Matias back, he cannot walk, he cannot fight on the back foot, so to say. Have to be honest with you, Matias is a good boxer, but taking him on the back foot and making not back you down, which is easier said than done, because so many people have tried and failed. But we have to take a page from the fight he had with Puello. Puello all the time was at the center of the ring. The work rate was something else that Puello has to copy. His work rate, he has to increase his work rate. It has to be sleek. He has to take angles and punch from that angles. And the southpaw stance is also a problem for Matias, or could be a problem for Matias. Puello has to use it very effectively in this fight to have a chance. For Matias, Puello, for Puello to win, he has to nullify the pressure that Matias brings to the table. Why do I say so? Because Matias comes out with that pressure and he hunts you back and throws a combination and variety of punches that are out of this world. So there is no way you can defend unless you master the distance and create the gap and chance and space in which to attack him, attack him at the center of the ring and do not let him push you back to the rope. That is the most important thing. We've seen the fight of Crawford and Spence. We saw how Crawford delivered on the day and beat Spence comfortably and easily. Puello could do that today if he takes a page from Crawford. Why do I say so? I say so because body punches are necessary. It's going to slow down the pressure and the aggression that Matias brings if Puello attacks the body as well as the head. But if you attack the body, the hands come down and the head is free for you to bang. Because being a head hunter is not going to favor any of them in this fight. They have to come with a variety of punches and a lot of it. Having said that, I have to be honest with you, it's not going to be an easy walk. It's not going to be a walk in the park for both boxers. The main way to beat Matias is to never allow him come from the front foot or push you back to the rope and throw combinations on you. If you can master that system, it will be easier for you to beat Matias than you think. But for Matias to beat Puello, on the other hand, he has to come with that aggressive nature of his, rock him with punches, take him out of his comfort zone, and then throw punches, combinations that he normally does by pushing him back to the rope. Body punches will take away the legs of Puello for the movement he has, because Puello has a very good movement, so to be honest with you. So you have to body punch, throw body punches, throw angles, throw combinations, and then be on the front foot as well. Having said that, this is not easy to do. It's neither here nor there. Whatever will happen. And I think Puello, if he fights the fight in a certain way, he wins this fight by decision. Because he hasn't got the venom in his punches to knock Matias out. Matias can take a punch as well. But Matias is a straightforward fighter. So the only system you use and is aggressive and pressure nature makes him attack you and push you back to the rope. He starts fighting as soon as he gets you back to the rope. Well, Puello, on the other hand, has this jab. If you can master that jab, on the southpaw stance, master it, and then create space and gap, and then take the legs of Matias and nullify the pressure, he wins this fight. And I think he will win the fight. My prediction is Puello to win by decision. I'm done today. Do have a nice day and God bless. And please do subscribe to make the channel grow. Thank you and God bless. Bye.